Hello everyone, good morning. Warm welcome in SAP ERP Learning Hub. Today we are going to discuss about SAP preventive maintenance. Okay, so now I'm coming on my Excel sheet and let's see what is a preventive maintenance. So maintenance planning in SAP PM is used to avoid any equipment breakdown or production breakdown. Maintenance plan define the schedule and list of tasks to be performed under maintenance planning. A maintenance plan is a document that defines work done to maintain asset in a facility proactively. Okay, so you can see in this picture the planned maintenance. It has classified into three different ways. First one is a time based, second one is a performance based, and second one is a condition based. Okay, and time based means the task will trigger after a specific frequency like a 1 week or 3 month and 6 month and 1 year. Okay, performance based means it will the task will trigger after the certain period of time, certain performance things it will consider in this. Okay, like a running hour at 500. And condition means temperature, pressure or thickness. Okay, so now here we will see time base. In time base, tasks are triggered at the specific frequency, example every 1 month. Performance based tasks are triggered when the specific performance level of object is reached, like a 250 hours maintenance. And condition based tasks are triggered when external conditions fall within a specific range, example 100 degrees C temperature of any particular equipment. So this is the things related to planned maintenance. Okay, now I'm coming on preventive maintenance. So there are three different component in SAP maintenance plan. First one is a single cycle, second one is a strategy plan, and third one is a multiple counter. So it is just a type of preventive maintenance cycle. Type of preventive maintenance cycle is first one is a single cycle. Single cycle plan is one of the simplest forms of execute. In single cycle plan, you define a one time based or one performance based cycle plan. A single cycle plan therefore does not require a maintenance strategy. Okay, single cycle plan is a time based or performance based plan. Here no maintenance strategy assigned. It will work on fixed monthly, quarterly, yearly, hourly, or revolution based cycle plan. Okay. So third, the name itself tell that it is a single cycle, which meant that will have only one interval. Okay. Single cycle means each cycle will create at the same interval or same single frequency. There will be no any change in cycle interval. Okay. A single cycle plan is the simplest form of maintenance plan. Create a single cycle plan and define exactly one time based or performance based maintenance cycle in which it is needed to specify the interval at which all tasks of maintenance plan should be executed. It might be used, for example, for the 6 month maintenance of DG set or for the preventive maintenance of generator after every 2000 running hours. So just it is example of single cycle plan interval frequency. Second one is a strategy plan. Okay, so strategy plan assign maintenance strategy in scenario where maintenance cycle have been defined. The maintenance package and strategy maintained in maintenance strategy are utilized by strategy plan. The following is an example of how to create a strategy plan. A strategy based plan means cycle will create as per strategy like 250 hours, 500 hours. The interval will vary from each cycle. Okay. In single cycle, interval will be fixed. There will be no any change in cycle interval, but in strategy cycle, interval will be vary from each cycle. In contrast, strategy plan are used to show complex maintenance cycle We create a strategy plan and assign a maintenance strategy in which we define the different maintenance cycle of strategy. Call add packages to be used. For example, it makes sense to use a strategy plan if different maintenance tasks for control oil station are due in different cycle. Oil check every 2000 running hours and oil change every 4000 running hour. Okay, now I'm coming on the next things. Type of maintenance cycle. There are two different type of maintenance cycle. Okay, first one is a time based maintenance planning, second one is a performance based maintenance planning. So let's see what is a time based maintenance planning. Maintenance is performed in a specific cycle for time based maintenance planning. Okay, every X month. To represent simple maintenance cycle, you can create a single cycle plan. To represent complex maintenance cycle, you can create a strategy plan based on the time based maintenance strategy. Okay, then what is a performance based planning? With performance based maintenance plan, you can plan regular maintenance based on counter reading maintained for measuring point at piece of equipment and functional location. To represent simple maintenance cycle, you can create a single cycle plan. To represent complex maintenance cycle, you can create a strategy based plan, strategy based on performance based maintenance strategy. Okay, so this is the things related to time based maintenance planning and performance based maintenance planning. So we can perform time based maintenance and performance based maintenance planning in single cycle and strategy based cycle. In both cycle we can use both planning. And third one is a multiple counter plan. The multiple counter plan is a combination of time based and performance based maintenance plan. It is not derived from the maintenance strategy, which means you can create a multi-counter plan without a maintenance strategy. Different counter are created for this type of maintenance plan. It is a combination of single and strategy plan. Example, service of car after 1 month or 1000 kilometer running. Okay, a multiple counter plan is used in counter based performance based maintenance. This type of maintenance planning is not based on the maintenance strategy. This means that you create a multiple counter plan without a maintenance strategy. Okay, so this is the things related to these three different type of cycle. Now let's come on the next topic, difference between strategy cycle and multiple cycle. Okay, so if you have two different type in the case of multiple counter, if you have two different different counter, then multiple counter plan will be created. For example, vehicle maintenance for every 3 months and 2000 kilometer. Here unit of measurement for counter are month and kilometer. Here multiple counter plans should be created. If you go for end condition, both the counters should be reached to cycle value. That is, vehicle should have run 3 months as well as it should have crossed 2000 kilometer. If you go for or condition, either condition is met, you will go for the maintenance, whichever reach first. Okay. Here task list is a common for both the counter. Here based on end or condition, system will decide at which stage call object or PM order notification should be generated. Okay, in the case of strategy plan, if you have only one type of counter, strategy plan is created. For example, vehicle maintenance for every 3 months or vehicle maintenance for 2000 kilometer. Here time counter and kilometer counter does not have any dependency between them. Okay, it's like creating two different maintenance plan with a different counter with a different and same equipment. Both will generate order without considering other. Okay, and third one is a single cycle. So in the case of single cycle, if you have only one counter, there are no need of strategy in plan. In this plan, maintenance frequency will be fixed, interval each 1 month. Okay, so this is the things related to difference between single cycle, strategy based cycle and multiple counter cycle. Now I'm coming on the next topic. Why do we need to preventive maintenance? So preventive maintenance or planned maintenance is a generic term for a scheduled inspection, maintenance action, and planned repair for which The time and scope of the work can be planned. Okay. The basis of the planned maintenance initiative can be manufacturer recommendation, OEM recommendation, legal requirement, environment requirement. Okay, so this is the things. That's why we can perform planned maintenance. Okay, now I'm coming on the next. Some of benefit of using preventive maintenance program. So what is the benefit if we are going to perform, or we are performing preventive maintenance for a particular equipment? So what is the benefit? So benefit is given below. Increase high availability of equipment or function location, reduce the total maintenance cost and disruption of business. Okay, improve energy efficiency, reduce the carbon footprint for equipment that emit carbon dioxide. Okay, and avoiding invalidating warranty on equipment or function location, and allow more efficient budget and contract management planning. Okay, so this is the things related to maintenance, preventive maintenance benefit. Now I'm coming on the next topic, maintenance scheduling parameter. So let's see what is maintenance scheduling parameter. So SAP plant maintenance determine how and when a work order notification will be generated. Means when call object will generate, or when system should create call object. So object or notification will be referred to as object in this article. This scheduling parameter setting within the maintenance plan, you create dictate this rule in response to several questions I have received about what should be entered and what should the value represent. The following screenshot and definition describe in detail this scheduling parameter setting should be used in typical maintenance plan. Okay, so now the coming on the first, if you will perform, whenever you will perform maintenance, any of maintenance plan, like a single cycle strategy or multiple counter, so at the same page you will get maintenance item. What is maintenance item? So we can create maintenance item by using IP T code IP04. A maintenance item describe which task should takes place regularly at a technical object or a group of technical object. Of course, you can assign as many maintenance item as you want to a maintenance plan. Okay, but it always automatically contain at least one item. Service procurement maintenance plan and those plan which refer to an outline agreement have only one item. Okay, this is the things related to maintenance item. And what is a cycle oblique unit? So this represent at interval. This represent the interval at which point maintenance task need to be performed. A single cycle plan require manual entry. Okay, then cycle text or description of maintenance cycle. What is a cycle text? It is a description of maintenance cycle. What is offset oblique unit? Represent the period after maintenance package cycle become due. Okay, this represent the period after the maintenance cycle or maintenance package will become due. Then I'm coming on the date determination. So you can see here in date determination, there are different type of terms. One is a SF letter confirmation tolerance, SF earlier confirmation tolerance minus, cycle modification factor, and hectic calendar. So let's see what is these terms. Okay, and what is the means of this term. So now I'm coming on the next topic, and we will discuss this topic in detail. SF shift factor late confirmation. So based on the percentage enter, this will dictate the next plan date or due date of the maintenance plan if an object confirmation has been complete after the original date. Example, if the due date for a plan generated on an object is of Jan 1 and the maintenance plan is on 30-day scheduling frequency. However, the work and confirmation of the work is not completed until Jan 15. A 100% late shift factor will generate the next call object on Feb 15, 30 days after the confirmation. If the SF shift factor later confirmation set 0, the next work order will be generated on the scheduling frequency of 30 days without a shift factor calculated in, meaning the work order will generate on the frequency on February 1. The same thing will be applicable for shift factor early confirmation. So the same rule apply as above, only the formula will calculate based on the early confirmation of the work order. If set at 100% and the work is performed 15 days early, the next object will be generated 15 days earlier than the original plan date. If set at 0, the original plan will stay at the same. Okay. Then what is a tolerance, positive and negative? So this determines the difference between the actual completion date and plan date. Example, if you have set 20% tolerance on the plan and that has a scheduled frequency of 30 days, the calculation, the system will use 30 days into 20%, means 6 days. This means you have 6-day float period that is accepted by system and will not affect scheduling. If you complete the job and confirm the work day 6 days early, the plan will not change. That is, the date are the expectable in the date are in the expectable range. Tolerance negative. As the above example, the percentage calculation applies and will allow a 6-day floating after the planned date. Okay. And then next one is a cycle modification factor. So this question will be asked by interviewer during your interview. So this calculation is used when implementing maintenance strategy. If you have a cycle duration of 60 days, but want a plan to generate in a 90 days, set a cycle modification factor 1.5. This will allow the plan to generate an object in 90 days, while the other plan on the same strategy will generate in 60 days. The calculation used for this example is 60 days into 1.5 equal to 90 days. So this is the things related to cycle modification factor. It will increase the length of the cycle. And what is the last one is a factory calendar. The factory calendar dictates when the system will process scheduling. Factory calendar can be set in the header data of the maintenance plan or at the planning plant item level. Okay, if the factory calendar is set at 5-day work week calendar with holiday, object will not accept confirmation on non-working day. Okay, this would include weekend and holiday. You will receive a system error, not a working day. To avoid this, a factory calendar should be created for the maintenance that allow 7-day or 24-hour working scheduling. Okay, then the next thing is and I'm coming on the scheduling indicator, because we have completed date, the things which comes under the date determination. We have completed all the topic. Now I'm coming on the scheduling indicator. So there are 4 scheduling indicator in maintenance planning component. They are used for the following scheduling option: time-based scheduling, uh, scheduling based on key date, scheduling based by factory calendar, or performance based scheduling. So about scheduling parameter in maintenance plan, we are going to discuss what is objective. The main objective of this blog or this content is to explain how a scheduling parameter influence on the calculation of the plan date in preventive maintenance time based single cycle plan. Okay, so what is a scheduling parameter? So we maintain the scheduling parameter for the single cycle plan directly in the maintenance plan as screen below. Okay. So scheduling indicator is the basis for calculating the plan date. Okay. Suppose one second. So if you are going to select time-based scheduling indicator, the calculation basis for the month is always 30 days and all calendar day are counted. Example, cycle 1 month and start of cycle 9 July 9th result in a planned date August 8. Okay. Means if you are going to start cycle on 9th July, so next plan will be create on August 8. Okay, it is a time based scheduling indicator. Now you can see here plan date will create on 8 August. If you are going to select time key date scheduling indicator, so what will be happen? If you are going to start cycle on 9th July, the plan date will be 9th August. Okay, as per this scheduling indicator. So in time key date scheduling indicator, the calculation basis is the effective day of the month of a month. Example, cycle 1 month, start of cycle July 9th, result in a plan date of August 9th. Okay. Or here you can see start cycle is a 9 July and plan date is a 9th August. Then next one is a time factory calendar is a basis for the month is always 30. Only factory calendar day are counted. Example, cycle 1 month, factory calendar Saturday, Sunday, public day, holiday, public holiday, free. Start of cycle 9th day, result in the planned date August 2022. Okay, selecting factory calendar as a German standard 0. So if you will select factory calendar time indicator, so in this case, this indicator will calculate as per calendar and it will not create plan. Okay, before call object date, and it will consider in this scheduling indicator, it will consider weekend. Means it will not count weekend or public holiday. Okay, so the cycle will be create if you are going to start cycle on 9 July, so it as per German factory calendar, it will create plan on 22 August. Okay, so now I'm coming on the next parameter, call control parameter. Okay, so what is a call control parameter? So first we are going to discuss about the complete requirement. If you have if you select the completion requirement checkbox, then the system will generate subsequent order once the previous order has been completed. It will give a pop-up message like one which shown below. Okay, means if you will click on this for particular plan or particular cycle, then in this case cycle will create after the completion of previous order. Okay, if you will create first one plan, and if system will create first plan and it will not create next or subsequent plan up to or till if previous order has been not completed. Okay, so in this case we need to complete this plan. After that this plan will be scheduled or create. Then you will get this error, procedure to this not yet confirmed. Then what is scheduling period? So scheduling period, it is used to create a preview of pending maintenance date. It gives the period of preview in days, month or year. For example, if you want a preview for the entries 12 month for a maintenance plan set, the scheduling period to 12 month. Okay, so below screenshot show scheduling period of maintenance plan with a monthly cycle, a start date of July 9th and scheduling period for the 12 month. So it will create 12 different or 11 different type of plan. Okay, if you will select a 1 year plan, so in this case system will create 12 different plan. Okay, if you have selected cycle length cycle as a 1 month. Okay, now I'm coming on the call horizon. we use the call horizon to specify in the percentage when an order should be created for the calculated maintenance date. The date as of which the order can be created is known as a maintenance call date. The following screenshots show the behavior of cycle plan of 1 month with 90% and 100% or 0% call horizon setting. So first we will see for the 90%. So if you are going to select 90% as a call horizon, so in this case, plan will be created and you have start your cycle on 9th July. So plan will be created on 9th August. Okay. And as per 90% call horizon, it will create on 6th August. Okay. If you are going to select 100% call horizon, so in this case, suppose you have start your cycle on 9th July and plan date will be created 9th August. So if you will select call horizon 100%, so the plan and means call date will be create on 9 August. Okay. And the next one is a 0% call horizon. So if you will create 0% call horizon, call object, okay. So above the scheduling period with call object 0%. So in this case, you can see call object is not given for this cycle. So even in this case, you need to save and you need to start. Okay. Above is the scheduling period with a call horizon percentage, and with 90% and 100% setting, the scheduling list of maintenance plan has hold status. But in 0% call horizon, it is showing as a new start, save to call. If you want to start this cycle, you need to save this cycle or save this plan. In practice, if you want to the call horizon to control maintenance call directly, then set 0% for the cycle which are shorter than 1 year. If cycle are longer than 1 year, set call horizon to high percentage value at more greater than 80% to ensure that order are not created too early and remain in the same in the system too long. Okay. So this is all about the scheduling parameter, and there are some additional few settings in maintenance scheduling in maintenance plan. What is the deadline monitoring? So if you want to perform deadline monitoring, you need to use T code IP30. This function will simplify the generation of maintenance call object for plan. Start the deadline monitoring at regular interval using an internally programmed report. This system then generate the maintenance call object according to the cycle defined. A start date or initial counter reading must have been entered in the scheduling parameter for the maintenance plan. You must have already scheduled the maintenance plan once. Okay. When you run deadline monitoring function, this system converts all the maintenance call for which call horizon has been reached into maintenance call object. This system also perform a complete rescheduling of maintenance plan and ensure that maintenance call are always available for the period which you have defined at the scheduling period. Okay. Now, what is deadline monitoring? So what is the benefit and what is the feature? So automatic scheduling of maintenance plan we can do. The scheduling happen based on the background job, and every 1 hour the job should be executed in background, include our maintenance plan in that job. Okay. What is the disadvantage? IP10 schedule a maintenance plan manually, we need to schedule. Okay. And one maintenance plan can schedule at one time every day or twice a day. User should manually need to schedule. It is not possible to schedule maintenance plan manually. Okay. So this is the things related to preventive maintenance plan. So now I'm going to stop today's session. If you have any doubt, you can connect me, you can ping me anytime. Thanks so much, and thanks for watching my video. Bye. Take care.